Okay, we are live. I got a special reaction video to my good friend Jeremy. Jeremy of Geeks Plus Gamers. So shout out to Jeremy. I actually had another video planned, but I was watching because yes, I still am subscribed to Geeks and Gamers, and I still watch some of the videos from time to time, and I wanted to see his reaction. And you know what? I was like, I stopped watching. I'm like, I gotta do a madman reaction to this. I have to react live. So I'm gonna wait till more of you viewers get in before I start reacting. So if you are here, smash the hell out of the like button so I know you're here before we start. I might have a guest, frequently requested guest. If you want to see the Firestarter, you got to ask for him. You say, hey, Firestarter, we want to see you react to this too. Come on, call on the Firestarter in the chat. I know you want it. I want to see that too. If this madman's reaction isn't enough of a Geeks Plus Gamer video, say, we want the Firestarter. Come on, show me, chat. You want the Firestarter. You gotta ask for him. I think I could try to get him on. I think it's very possible. Very possible. But we are asking the question, the Menace of Fandom, the Fandom Menace, are they winning? Because that was the part of the video where I got to do a reaction to this. Because I think, to give little spoilers for the reaction, Jeremy was clapping when they mentioned the Fandom Menace name. All right. Snowdub's in the house. Firewater, they're asking for you. So we'll see. I think. I mean, he's probably busy gaming. He's probably busy shredding on some first-person shooter. But I think we could probably get him if enough people ask for the Firestarter. King Drewski 9000. Oh, I gotta tweet this out. Hold on, I gotta handle that part. Let me see here. I gotta start doing this. You guys gotta remind me. I gotta tweet my videos out while I'm live. Just a second here. Give me a moment. Okay, sorry. Someone gave it a thumbs down already. All right. Tweeting this out. I wanna have more people in here before we start watching the video. All right. I tweeted it out. Let me see how many people are here now. Oh, there's 12. Hell yeah, there's 12 people. Firestarter, no. He likes the puppets. He likes Kermit. I don't think he met you yet, Snow. We'll have to work on that. Oh, some people call me out on my exercise. Hold on here. Michael S. Firestarter GDS 481300. Yes, I did exercise last night. I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight because I have plans in the morning, even though I'm off work. I got to go help out family, do a little something. So I'll show you while we're waiting to get ready for this. I will show you what I was actually working on before I came across this video. Before I came across it, this was my actual topic, just to show you I'm not just blowing smoke. And yes, I still am going to do this one. Kathy Kennedy's actual exit from Lucasfilm comes with thunderous applause. So you'll have to stay tuned. I probably will film that one tomorrow. I'll wait for tomorrow's movie madness. And what the hell am I talking about? You'll have to wait and see. All right. Snow Dub helping out. I was also 17 people are here now. All right, maybe I could get to 20, and then I could start. Hopefully, I could get to 20. Not well. I can't give any spoilers, Michael S. I can't give any spoilers, and you'll have to wait and see for my take on Kathy Kennedy and her actual exit from Lucasfilm. How I think it's going to go down. It's going to be one of my like classic rumor speculation vids. That's what it's going to be like. No, it wasn't in the news, but I'll get to that tomorrow. Well, we have 17. I don't think we're getting to 20, so I think I should start anyway. Let me see how many. The Mad Rumors, yeah. Oh, Mecca McCheese. Thanks for tuning in, Mecca McCheese. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Snow Dub. He's helping me out on Twitter right now. Oh, we got 19. We got 19. So give me one more second. Let me see something here. All right. Okay, I'm just going to start. I don't have the fire starter yet. He'll let me know. He'll probably let me know in the comments if he wants to come on. And you got to let me know if you see the fire starter show up when to bring him on. All right. Let me get this off here. We'll start shortly. 26. Oh, hell yeah. All right, let me get this image off here. So that's the image. That's what my video was going to be about. And then this is the one we're actually going to talk about. Tiger Blood. Duh, winning. Is that what's really happening with the Fandom Menace? Is that what's happening with Kathy? I don't think either side is winning right now. And it's not my fault. You know it's not my fault. I'm the last boycotter. All these delusions of grandeur that a lot of YouTubers have, I'm the one that actually stuck to my guns and didn't pay for this. So it's not my fault. And I told you this kind of stuff was going to happen even with the movement. Even if you do not like me, even if you don't like me, these things that are even happening with the Fandom Menace itself, I said a long time ago it was going to get to this point. So don't blame me. Oh, Firewater. So, let's see if he wants to come on before I start. Oh, yes. Echo Base Network. I still didn't finish the documentary. Very well done. I'm going to make a video on that soon. I'm going to talk about it probably tomorrow because I want to finish the whole thing. They did a great job. And I think they like the Fandom Menace. They like the group of friends. But I think they went fair and balanced enough where they included people outside of the Fandom Menace too. So I think they tried. So I have to see the rest of the doc. Did you guys watch it? Yeah, I know. I know, Snow. I know. Christy's here. Oh, 2nd Street. Thanks, 2nd Street. Do you see this? You want to come on, Trinity? All right. Let me see something here. Just give me a minute. I don't want to just all right, hold on. All right, I'm just going to start it, and then hopefully the fire starter will want to come on. You got to let me know in the chat, fire starter. Let me on. Don't listen to Trinity. Do not listen to Trinity. No. Don't do that. Thumbs the hell up. Okay. All right. I couldn't. Okay, Firestarter, you're on now.
Hello.
Yeah, we're gonna go live. We are live.
And we are live. All right, let's do it live. Yeah, who's winning? I feel like they say they're winning so much they like move the goalposts so often that they change sports.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's like they win when they lose. They win when they win. They win when they tie.
They're always winning. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I guess not even the greatest athletes in the world could say they're always winning. The only person I know that always said they were winning was Charlie Sheen.
Yes.
See how well it worked out for him. Tiger blood. Adonis DNA, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to bring up the video. He was clapping and he was in his pool house. He wasn't in the car when they mentioned the Fandom Menace name. He was like, winning. JJ says increased negativity, the so-called Fandom Menace, and that's winning. And now I'm trying to do the fair balanced view, but how in the hell do you think that's winning? Increased negativity.
I don't know. Maybe get someone from the Fandom Menace on here to explain. That would be wonderful.
I don't know if I have that kind of time tonight. I just wanted you on.
I'm not taking over the show here.
No. I mean, if you guys are watching and you want to talk about it with me on another video tomorrow or later in the week, I'll have you on. But I just want to do a quick reaction video because I was having. And shout outs to Jeremy for providing me with content. I was going to do something else tonight, but I couldn't resist.
It was just too good.
I'm great order, but, I'm still a madman. Mecca McCheese is on. We talked to Mecca McCheese on Angus's.
I know Mecca McCheese. Good dude.
Yeah. And
he went to the Lion's Den on EVS's stream. God bless him.
Oh, I didn't see that one yet. I got to watch that. Was it good? Was it hot?
I didn't get a chance to see it, but from what I heard, he blasted him pretty good. And, whatever. It seems like EVS's channel is taking a little bit of a dip. But, it is what it is.
Yeah. All right. So let's watch Jeremy take the bait of the Access Media or whatever. I forget what is. Oh, at Washington Post. Well, that's not exactly Access Media, but I think Jeremy did take the bait. When we watch the reaction, how dependent everyone is to point at each other and get these clicks coming in. And I'm going to ask you viewers before and after, is Jeremy a one-trick pony? Because he kind of does the same type of things he's been doing for 2 years on this video, and I don't think it's working like it used to.
Diminishing returns.
Yeah.
Talk to him about that. Talk to him.
Yeah.
What do I know?
All right. And I've got to get the pause button ready because I know my man Firestar is like, wait a second, hold on. so I'll try to be on the pause button a little bit. All right. Let's get it started. All right.
Far left SJW crowd.
Oh, okay.
This is every time you pander to the far left SJW crowd, this is the response you get when you step out of line or if you do something that they don't like. The latest Star Wars film satisfies the right wing. Will the left?
Well, I paused it here just right out the bat. The far left, and in the video, he's claiming that the Fandom Menace is not right leaning. And I'm not saying I'm not making a blanket statement across the board. But the bigs, the ones at the top, use sort of the talking points in the political barking, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable assertion to make. I don't know how far right they are.
Right.
But they're definitely more right than there are left, at least in terms of the important Fandom Menace YouTubers.
Right, the bigs. The popular ones and the popular videos coming out of the Fandom Menace. Whenever you start to criticize them, the Fandom Menace, they like to say that's not everyone, and that's a fair point. But if you take the popular ones, the bigs, the leaders that aren't leaders, I think they have incorporated, and why they become as popular as they are, in my opinion, is they've taken the political barking, those type of terms, and along with the dislike of the way the sequel trilogies going, and combined it.
Well, another thing too, I find that when I address the Fandom Menace, I notice they get people on technicalities a lot.
Yes.
When they say they're all just white men and man babies, then you get like, one or two women saying, no, that's not true. And they're technically correct.
And he does
so that's why I say they're mostly men and mostly man babies to be more inclusive. Because I don't believe it's everybody, but his own demographics suggest that.
Or when they're called out on, he's like, they like to point, kind of like virtue signal. No, we have this member. We have
we have we have this girl. She likes other women. We have this other girl. Apparently there's like 36 women in the Fandom Menace. God bless them.
Isn't that possible, like virtue signaling like the left does when they're called out?
Yeah, but it's okay when we do it. Okay. Just like it's okay when we when we put out fake news, but we'll complain about the access media, even though we have our own sources, allegedly. And so we're sort of access media too. But it's all a grift. It's all a game. And it seems like, I don't know, man, his channel doesn't look like he's doing so hot. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, the other reason this particular video is so relevant is he kind of pulled out the stops of the old type of Jeremy video to see if it works one more time. On this video, so let's get.
Hey man, there's always people like any good grift. You have to convince your audience that they're smarter than they are.
All right, well let's go. Let's continue.
Let's start trolling. Don't expect a new Fandom Menace to emerge this time around. So now, again, the Washington Post is mentioning the Fandom Menace. The mainstream media, the shill media, the far left lunatics, J.J. Abrams.
Okay, far left lunatics, but there's not. The SJW is not exclusive to the left. It goes to the left to the right. It goes both ways. So
I always say anti-SJWs are just SJWs. There's no such thing as an anti-SJW.
Right. I think that moving forward, if you want these fandoms to be better and not police people, but call people out on their bullshit, you got to.
No, but they have freedom of speech. But when you criticize stealing Solo, your ass is going to get sued. Yeah, that's how that works. Yeah, really, really consistent and balanced from their end.
All right, so let's continue.
Himself has mentioned the Fandom Menace. This is another win for the fandom.
Oh, winning! They already start talking. It's another win.
Menace. They do not understand how dumb they are, because when you mention us, we win. You are going to validate us every step of the way every time you mention us, because what's going to happen is normal people, along with the nut jobs, they're going to see articles like this. Now, the nut jobs, they were never going to believe anything anyway. They're going to be in their echo chamber always. So who cares about them? But there are normal people that will see this.
Okay, Firestarter.
Yes, sir.
In your opinion, normal people outside this YouTube bubble, when they see the Fandom Menace or increased negativity, the Fandom Menace, is that going to be, ooh, I got to check these guys out?
Here's the thing. How does he define normal? Because I got to be honest with you, Mad Max. I never learned what an SJW was until I followed Gamergate for a little bit. Didn't really participate. I don't see that. I work in a pretty liberal field, actually, believe it or not. I don't see any of that stuff in my day-to-day, man. Oh, no. I have to go online to see it. I'm in my neighborhood. We all say hi to each other. It's the demographics of our neighborhood is reasonably diverse. Nice people I have as neighbors. My coworkers are good and decent people. We have disagreements and we settle them like adults. Not often, but sometimes. The people I work with, the people I serve, and it's, I don't know. To me, it's It's just this overblown thing. Normal people are going to read this
It's
article.
manufactured.
Normal people are going to read this article. People that would subscribe to the Washington Post, which isn't all just left wing, by the way. They're going to look at this and they're going to be like, these people are vermin. These people are, I mean, the way the article makes them look out to be, I'm not saying that's the case, but they're going to look at these people like they're, like, you know, stay away from them. You know,
Yeah.
they're not going to look at them like, oh, let me check them out. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let me waste a few hours of my life doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Well, another video I was going to work on in the future is imaginary SJWs, just like there's imaginary Nazis online. It just to get your article or your video more clicks, searching out people on social media that are just kind of people off on social media that probably spend too much time on social media.
Mad Max, you know what you should do? You should take a look at this video by Alex Becker. He used to make Star Wars videos, and then he took them all down. He made a video called Anger Porn, which is effectively what this is. You position impossible problems to people, and you find stuff for them to get angry at. And it gives them a little bit of dopamine rush, gives you a little bit of adrenaline rush. But the challenge is that there's nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you can do about it. Ryan Johnson said what he said. You could personalize it. You could take what I don't care what celebrities think of me because they don't know me. So I'm kind of immune to that. They want to think that we're the little people. Okay, that's fine. Hey, they got their houses are bigger than mine. That's fine. I just need to be entertained by them. And if I'm not going to be entertained by them, I don't watch it. If I feel like I'm going to be entertained, I will. And I judge that by the trailer. You know, I think that's a reasonable position.
Well, Michael's laughing at my comment, imaginary SJWs. I just mean that it's made of a mountain out of a molehill, and there's very few. They exist on both sides for sure.
Oh, sure.
But what a lot of these big personalities on YouTube do is search out people on Twitter, try to trigger them, and try to. They want these supposed SJWs to interact with them so they could get caught, like he says, monetize my haters. But there's actually little there. There's little.
Let me ask. I would love to ask the Fandom Menace if Jeremy monetizes his haters, and it sounds like he does. Who does it better, Disney or Jeremy? Who monetizes their haters better?
Brie Larson monetizes the best out of anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. She does a great job. She's killing it.
Yeah, that's why
I don't even think she's a bad actress. I mean, I didn't see the Unicorn Store. I heard that wasn't so good. Yeah. I saw the trailer. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna waste my time on this. I thought Captain Marvel was okay. It wasn't my favorite Marvel movie, but it cracked $1 billion. That says something, man.
Right.
You know,
right. I became a fan of Brie just because the way she triggers people just by putting her arm around C-3PO and say, did someone say Star Wars? She is winning. I didn't like her before, but yeah, she's winning.
Oh, definitely she's winning.
Career, she's made a career out of it. I actually think, yes, she's won an Oscar in the past for her acting ability.
She was very good in The Gambler with Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. But
that was a good film, yeah.
Her relevancy is only gotten bigger because what do actual investors see? Do they see, is it positive or negative? No, they see when Brie Larson does anything, it is trending on Twitter.
And sometimes these people are dumb enough to hate watch and spend money on stuff they don't want. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. Maybe I should make a video like 50 questions for the Fandom Menace. I don't know. I'm half considering it.
You could use my channel if you want. I'll sit back. I'll just let you go.
Yeah, I just have a ton of questions. I'm just trying to understand the mindset.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, Brie Larson, like I said, as a person, I don't really know much about her other than the clips. It sounds like she said some not the best PR stuff.
Right.
And
all right. I think she's working on it. I think she's getting better.
Maybe, but I mean, she is an accomplished actress. So I mean, there's like they can rally on YouTube all day. It's all to fight an impossible enemy, and they sell the weapons. Mm-hmm. You know, they're the arms dealer for that. And there's a fair amount of lonely nerds that they don't know any better. I feel bad for them. All right, let's continue. I know we're already a minute in.
Normal people heard J.J. Abrams say the Fandom Menace. And what happens, those normal people would then look into it and go, who is the Fandom Menace? It's the same thing that happened with me. I was never a fan of PewDiePie. Never a fan of PewDiePie. And then
I don't like PewDiePie.
Was it the Wall Street Journal or whoever?
PewDiePie's okay.
Did that
in my
hit
opinion.
piece on him?
I don't have an
And I was
opinion
just like,
about him
there's
one way
no
or the
way
other.
this guy is this person they're claiming he is. Let me watch his videos. And I watched his videos and I was like, hey, this guy's actually pretty cool. I really like this guy. Why are they going after him? Oh, it must be because he has influence and they don't like that he has influence. So therefore they're trying to smear him. That is the same thing that happens with the Fandom Menace. Normal people are going to see this. Normal people are going to look into the Fandom Menace out of curiosity and they're going to go, yeah, I really like these guys. Yeah, they're pretty good. This is probably why they're being slandered
yeah,
by
let's pause it right there.
nonsensical media. So that's what's happening.
All right.
Let's pause it right there because that's, it's ironic that he throws stones at other people's bubbles from his own bubble.
Yeah.
Right. I find that fascinating. I find that it's he really thinks that he's really that deep into his whole online thing. Cause like I said, man, I live in a sort of, I don't want to say conservative area. I get, a little bit mixed. And nobody talks about any of this stuff. None of the professionals I work with. None of it, dude. I don't see it until I go online. I even play Magic at the local game store. Most people they talk about memes and stuff, but they just want to play games and have fun.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking. One guy was railing against SJWs one, and I just didn't I was like, and then he kind of said his piece, and then nobody was like, they're like, all right, dude, that's how you feel. Nobody engaged with him, and it kind of died off. But that was a while ago. I mean, unless maybe I'm just blind to it. I don't know. I
think this is an important moment because it shows what happens on the internet. Both sides are floundering after the rise of Skywalker just to stay relevant. There's not really much to talk about, even with the Obi-Wan news back and forth. Yeah, there might be something happening behind the scenes, but it's also blown out of proportion just so you get clicks. Look at Collider. There's a reason they pulled the plug on those shows. There's less to talk about now than there used to be.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like I always said, man, 2020 is going to be an interesting year. I want to see who the Bellerafons of the monetized outrage community. I want to see who for people in the chat, if you're not familiar with who Bellerophon is, he was the Greek warrior who was trying to become a god. He slayed some pretty badass demons, but Zeus would not allow him to go up to Mount Olympus, so he flew up to Mount Olympus with Pegasus, and he got murked by a thunderbolt. So who are those Bellerophons? And it would be interesting to see whose channels are who's going to have to go back to working a regular day job, because there's this whole cancel Jeremy thing. He's not going to be canceled, but there can be an erosion of views, which means he's going to have to make some tough financial choices.
I think he's starting to do it. He's diversifying his content for sure.
Well, I mean, Sports Wars gets 100 views. You can't live off that.
Nah.
I mean, maybe he's building it up. He's got a former professional offensive lineman, which is pretty cool. I'd love to talk business strategy with Uche. He seems all right, but I don't know if he can carry it. Maybe he can, maybe he can't.
Well, I respect him for, even though I have my issues with him in the past, I respect him for trying to mix it up and I think he sees the writing on the wall just like everyone.
I'll give him that. He's doing the website. He's got a bunch of content creators, I guess, printing him money. From what I heard, he does pay his content creators, even though at one point I was thinking these people are just doing it for free because I don't know.
I think if it has to do with website stuff, I'm not sure about the YouTube. Oh,
if he doesn't pay his YouTubers, dude, then he is a grifting god. If he doesn't pay his YouTubers, man, I think he does. I can't imagine him not. We'll just have to find one who gets disgruntled at some point and ask him.
If he does go that part, paying all his content creators on YouTube, I would strongly suggest to halt that, because look at Collider. You can't have a stable of personalities anymore. Keep them on a payroll, and I don't think he's going that way.
Well, I think if I were to compensate, let's say I had a channel, Jeremy says, if I'm going to compensate people, I'm going to give them a percentage of the video they upload.
Okay. Okay.
That's how I would do it. No set salary. See, given a set salary, that's not smart in my opinion.
No, that's what Collider
know,
was.
Yeah. No, I don't, and that's why they bled out money. I would you can give a percentage. Like, look, I'll give you half the ad revenue, and I keep half.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We have a grifter. A grifter is a long-term scam artist, and what they do is they slow bleed their marks. And so what I mean by that is that they hit them up here and there, not all the time. They release products that say they're going to do something and not, a la stealing Solo. And they manipulate in what I consider a fragile audience. Overall, of course, again, everything is in generalities. Overall, some people in the Fandom Menace are quite nice, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Others are you bypass their talking points and you're an SJW.
To be fair, and I'm not going to get a lot of love for this comment, especially with my pal Black Angus in the comment section. I think Comicsgate as a whole is more guilty of this than the Fandom Menace.
That's possible. I just know a little bit.
Constant live streams. And again, there's nothing wrong with super chats. But
yeah, people want to pay their anger bill. That's fine. Yeah, they want to pay to be angry. It's like, all right, do what you want with your money.
But when you're spending a lot of time sitting there saying you don't dance for super chats, but you're always on there waiting for the
yeah, it just seems like you got to e-beg. It's not really a stable like if I were a professional YouTuber, I'd have to have at least 6 figures in the bank before I started taking out debt on things like a car loan and things like that. Just because it's so unstable of a platform to do business on. But I think they drum it up too, because again, that gets views, right? Anything to get the view. So if we have to make up shit, why not?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think this is a sign with this video. Let's get back to it.
Let's get back to it.
Now, if you like this video, drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, comment below, and let me know if you are proud to be a part of the Fandom Menace.
No, I'm not. I have friends, but I'm not a part of it.
No.
Now let's read this. We're going to kind of skim certain points in this. It's a lot of nonsense in here. But Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker leaves theaters soon. Critical reception was middling. Box office receipts collapsed, ending below those of The Last Jedi and Rogue One. But right-wing trolling of the film was mild compared to the backlash against TLJ.
Now, that line there, the person writing the article knew exactly what they were doing, and he just takes the bait right here. And he might even know he's taking the bait just because he is reliant on the bait too for his side. So that's my point there. They both know what they're doing.
The article isn't the best written. I will admit that because I did read it myself. But I think it's again overblown reactions to it.
Yeah, and
oh, you know what I would love? I would love for someone from the Fandom Menace to sit down with an actual journalist, and I would love to see everything on the record. And I would just love to see like one of these reporters shred one of these people, because I want to see what a pseudo intellectual happens when they actually meet an actual intellectual.
Well,
that would be something, man.
You mean okay? I see your point there, but that's kind of harsh.
I'm sorry, man. You told me to bring it in hot.
Yeah, you do. You're right. I do. I'm not censoring you at all. That's what the fire starter brings.
I would just love to see that.
But I think he knows this is bait. He's taking the bait because it helps him out too. And they are each side is so reliant on each other. And this is my point where it's no better than Access. It's just a bunch of people online from the left to the right that know that if they do this kind of bait and winking at each other, they each get 10 times the revenue on both sides. Right,
because Jeremy is signal boosting this article.
Right. They are reliant on each other. EVS was one of the first ones to do a big time. He blinked. He's like, "Oh, there's my name in the article." And then all of them. Jeremy has a website. EVS has a bunch of friends that have websites that are not all. Well, I'm not saying right wing, but right leaning with the talking points. So, what's the difference? What are you getting that's different here? Oh, here's Odin.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the article isn't that it focuses too much on politics. They should focus more on the demographics, in my opinion. Not just the political demographics, and you get a bigger view of what the Fandom Menace is, in my opinion. But calling them alt-right and that's gonna generate clicks, just like Jeremy complaining about SJWs all
left-wing
the time.
lunatics at the beginning, and
Yeah.
then said he's not political himself.
Yeah.
Saying left, crazy people.
Yeah.
So
all right, let's do another minute. Maybe we should do like 90-second clips, and then we'll kind of.
I'm actually just going to try to go as far as I can, and then stop if we need to.
Okay.
All right.
This latest movie avoided that ire by moving Star Wars politically right. So has Lucasfilm replaced its right-wing troll problem with a left-wing problem? Probably not. Compared to the previous film, The Rise of Skywalker slighted fans with less visibility in fandom media and fewer ways to monetize their criticisms. So you're telling us that J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy have moved to the right politically? Really? And how do you come to that conclusion exactly?
Now, the writer probably knows. He just knows that's going to get a reaction. The writer,
right? Like, I don't understand the point the writer's trying to make here either.
No, the Rise of Skywalker.
I'll give Jeremy that one. I'm clueless on that. I'm going to concede that one because I don't know.
Right. I think that was just the trigger moment. I think that was just to get a reaction from people reading articles.
Right, and then get the signal boost.
Right. So, okay, I'll get back to it.
Right-wing anger after The Last Jedi, an online campaign took issue with the film's feminism, leftism, and diverse casting. This right-wing critique was so durable that it has a nickname, the Fandom Menace, which even Lucasfilm uses.
Oh!
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Oh, that's winning. That's winning. I don't get it. I really don't
if that's
get
winning, I gotta check the scoreboard. Like,
it's
just
I think they're losing their momentum because you're not afraid to name them now. I think as soon as J.J. Abrams said that, increased negativity, the Fandom Menace, and then people cheering about it, I think the general public, normies, are like, why are people cheering about them being called increased negative people? I don't.
Yeah, I have a different opinion on what the general public thinks. Again, my everyday, the only time I see this shit is online.
Right.
It's not anywhere else.
If any normal person saw the amount of Captain Marvel videos, there's no way they're gonna be like, oh, I should look into this group.
Yeah, you make 100 videos about Brie Larson and you're the common sense normal person. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that.
Although I've made a lot of Kathy and Ryan videos, but
fair enough. But I mean, like but you're making it because how angry can you be? You're already not a fan.
Yeah, I don't have.
At least with The Last Jedi, when they're milking that, they could say we didn't like the treatment of Luke, and that's fair criticism. That is fair cinematic criticism. Everyone wanted like Monday Night Football Luke, and we got Monday Night Football sitting on the couch drinking beer Luke.
Yeah.
Or drinking blue booby milk. So it's like I said, we just have a drastically different position, but I guess it depends on who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
I work with white collar professionals and nobody fucking cares.
Right.
Nobody
cares. But let's continue on.
Now, first of all, let me clear up a few things. The Fandom Menace is not a right-wing critique. The Fandom Menace does not have a political opinion or position. I know that's very hard.
Can you pause that really quick?
Yeah.
Since there's no leaders of the Fandom Menace, how can individual members, regardless how prominent they are, identify the group's purpose?
That's a fair question. And I think we also can't play dumb about the popular talking points, the one that gets the clicks. There are other talking, like you said, whenever you bring this up, they're like, oh, we have this woman here, we have this person here. We don't always agree. We have this one video where we're positive. what is the trending in the Fandom Menace to do. I think we can't play
absolutely.
dumb
What are
about
the
it.
trends? You got to do the occasional positive video to keep your credibility.
Or virtue signal, like this person had a different opinion. We do value it, but what's the consensus of the popular opinion within the group? You can't ignore it or play dumb about it. And I think there's a lot of that going on.
No, that's fair. That's fair criticism.
All right, we'll get back to it.
For the Washington Post to understand, but the Fandom Menace does not have a political opinion. People within the Fandom Menace have political opinions, and they are free to have whatever political opinions they want. Some people believe in right-wing ideology. Some people believe in left-wing ideology. Some people don't care about politics. Some people are right down the middle of the road politics. That is what the Fandom Menace is made of. Now, I know it's very...
I think if you ignore it, though, you're ignoring the elephant in the movement. The elephant.
And that's the challenge, because whenever there is somebody from the Fandom Menace that kind of cross, it either gets ignored, or there's three responses. It either gets ignored, it gets, well, they have free speech or some derivative of that argument, or they're not really Fandom Menace.
Yeah.
That's the three derivatives, three-prong type of argument. Whereas all of them have a lack of accountability for the group, because there are members of the Fandom Menace that make it look bad.
Mm-hmm.
There are some that make it look good. Like I'm looking for. I think I'm going to download that documentary. Do you need the visuals? Because I listen to a lot of stuff in my car. I do a ton of driving. Would listening to it would be acceptable, or do I need the visuals?
Oh, you mean Echo Bases?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's worth watching with the visuals too.
Okay.
I think they did a good job. I'm gonna do a video on that later in the week.
Sure.
I didn't finish it though. I'm in it just a little bit.
Right. No, I'm curious though.
I give them credit though. They included personalities that are not in the Fandom Menace or identify it. So I think they did as fair and balanced as they can, being still really liking what the Fandom Menace is doing, being in the Fandom Menace. So I think they tried.
Okay. So that's reasonable. Like I said, I can't comment on it because I haven't seen it. I don't want to pull on Mecha Random.
Oh yeah.
So I can't say.
Boy, she's been quiet lately, or I've just been ignoring it.
Yeah, probably her overlords told her to shut up, or
you mean Doomclock?
No.
Peacock. Who's the overlord?
Yeah, I have my suspicions. You don't have any proof yet, so
okay.
Very hard for you to understand, but that's how it is. Anger at TLJ became a business popular anti-TLJ videos on YouTube. Have millions of hits.
That's actually spot on.
Tens of thousands of dollars for their creators. Right-wing personalities sell Fandom Menace apparel.
That's not a lie. The one that started the Fandom Menace t-shirts was Ethan.
Yeah, he's right-wing.
And he's definitely right-wing. So that's not a lie.
Well, maybe what they should have said, to tighten up the article, if we could pause it, right-wing personality Ethan Van Sciver. That would have been a more, because he monetized the hell out of that name.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I think, like I said, the writer of this article could have sharpened up her. I think it's a lady. Could have sharpened up her language a little bit. I
think you should start writing some articles.
Yeah, I don't have the time, dude. I don't have.
Yeah, I know.
I wish I did. I wish I didn't work so much, but damn, do I get paid well. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, okay, so anger, TLJ, yeah. I mean, Jeremy started his career.
Yeah.
Hats off to Jeremy, with all due respect. He's grown his channel organically. And he's networked effectively. And to adjust the chat really quick, I'm sorry, Irish felt like we were coming in too hot.
Oh, I'm sorry, Irish.
She dipped apparently, and I do.
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I do feel bad about that. So I'm not looking to exclude anyone from the stream.
I'll message her later. I'm sorry.
All
right. Well, let's continue. I don't think we're gonna watch the whole video then, because I don't want to
watch what we got. Yeah.
We'll watch a few minutes more.
$1,000 in seed money for an anti-TLJ comic book, and almost $10,000 for a multi-volume history of the Fandom Menace. Interesting how they don't mention any of the charitable efforts from
What
Geeks
does
and
one have
Okay,
to do with the
why
other?
is that relevant to the article at
Why
all?
is that? Why is that relevant?
That's virtue signaling. Talking about
See,
your virtue.
I donated 1%. That's what left wingers do. Oh, I tithe my money. I'm good with my multi-millions. I donate to charity. Just keep the homeless out of my neighborhood.
What did that have to do with the article
Yeah,
at all?
that's a bullshit argument, Jeremy.
I
Better
see,
than that. Behave better than that. That is bullshit.
I see that from the top to the bottom all the time. When you start criticizing them, they virtue signal.
You hit them on the money. That's why I hit them. That's why I think some Fandom Menace members don't want to come on stream with me, because I hit them in the money. I don't hit them on the racist, sexist thing. I'll hit them with the man baby angle a little bit, and woman baby. Let's be inclusive.
Okay.
But you hit them on the money, oh, they get very insecure, especially Jesse Milestone. Oh, you should see when people hit her on the money. She loses her mind. It's kind of hysterical to see. But you hit them on the money. Hit them on the money, and then we donate to charity. Okay, man.
Okay. The unexpected Geek Nexus. I am trying to be fair and balanced. This is a relevant video. This is absolutely relevant because they are saying they're winning.
Well, I'd like to hear from the chat. If I have something wrong, at me and tell me what I have wrong, please.
Let me know what I was not fair and balanced on in this video. I'm trying. Yeah. I am trying.
Please, if we made a mistake, or if I made a mistake, please tell me.
Yeah.
There's no ego in this. It's just trying to get things right. And I have my opinions based off the inferences I draw from the data I've collected.
This is relevant in so many levels, because also access to hate clicks, and the importance of movie talk, the importance of critique, the importance of all these movements, and actually where the fandom is right now. This is very revealing video. So let's get back to it.
It's interesting how they don't mention any of that. It's almost like they're trying to paint a false narrative about a group of people that they don't know anything about.
And you are too, by constantly mentioning charity when it's not in the conversation.
No, I agree. Yeah.
So you're doing the exact same thing.
That is probably the most honest part of the article, with the exception of the tweak I suggested that they make. Mm-hmm. That part of the article is very accurate.
Mm-hmm. What does that have to do with charity? This paragraph. They're talking about the anti-anger at The Last Jedi became a business. That's absolutely right. There's proof is in the pudding with Jeremy. In all the comments there, this is a actually legit paragraph right here.
Yep.
All right.
But have been told they shouldn't like. Who is this film for? Many observers see The Rise of Skywalker as an apology to TLJ haters. Of the 53 Rise of Skywalker reviews by top critics archived on Rotten Tomatoes, 44 described the movie as a reversal intended to win over the fans that dislike TLJ. Here we go. The Rise of Skywalker invites the perception that it is made with conservative white and male audiences in mind.
That was, again, I think, trying to trigger.
That's a crappy part of the article. I'll give I'll give him that. That's fair. That's fair.
After suggesting that there would be a same-sex relationship in The Rise of Skywalker, filmmakers included 2 women kissing in the background of the scene, a moment easily censored for overseas markets. The Rise of Skywalker nearly eliminates the character.
Okay, now I know for sure this article is just meant to trigger the Fandom Menace, because they even go with the Kelly Marie. They lose their shit when you say Kelly Marie Tran and harassment, and they're like, prove it. They made a whole Ichi Baka made a whole documentary about how they can't prove that there was harassment to Kelly. I mean, the fact that you're still talking about it, you made a documentary, is pretty revealing, Ichi. It's pretty revealing.
He's not the brightest tool in the shed.
No. So that's obsession.
Or the sharpest tool. They're going to get me on that. They'll clip that.
I'm leaving it in.
No, leave it in. Leave it in. I deserve it. I deserve it. It's the only way I'll learn.
The obsession with this you can't prove we're haters. You can't prove this. I'm not saying it necessarily happened, but it's very possibility for sure. And they may not have even identified as Fandom Menace. But to make a whole documentary about it is pretty creepy. And I think you, at this point, even if you agree with that she was bullied or not, to leave her alone, not make an hour-and-a-half documentary about it. That's my thoughts.
Yeah.
All right.
Tico, played by Asian American. Now, I am so happy, Washington Post. Thank you, Washington Post, because I would have never known that Kelly Marie Tran was an Asian American if you wouldn't have highlighted that, because that's never happened in the 10,000 times that this woman has been mentioned in these ridiculous articles. She has never been mentioned as an Asian American female. It's never happened. Thank you so much for your integrity of reporting.
I don't get
to
where
make
he's
sure
going
you
with
let
this.
us know that she's in fact
Let
an
him
Asian American
ramble
female,
with this.
because
get
we
it.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank you. You should get a medal for bravery. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
He's trying to call him out for virtue signaling.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I guess he gets a point for that. I don't know. I'm kind of neutral on that. I don't really.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This is the bravest thing I've ever seen. I am so honored to be here in your presence.
Yeah, he's really trying to fill that time up.
Was the focal point for right-wing hate after her large role in TLJ. Now, I'm sure you're going to have some evidence to support those claims.
Here they go.
I'm sure you're going to have some evidence. I can't wait to see. Thank you, finally, Washington Post. Thank you for providing evidence.
Here's what I find really interesting. The calls for evidence about hate. When they use no evidence for their talking points in their videos.
Yeah. I mean,
they do sensationalized spin, and that I can make not everyone in the Fandom Menace, but the majority of the videos, and I've done it myself, but they use spin with no evidence at all, and then they're criticizing. It's the same thing. Okay, I don't know how much more I want to watch.
Let's ride this dumpster fire out.
No other
me and you,
site
bud.
that has ran with this story has been able to provide, but you, Washington Post, with your integrity, you're going to win a medal.
Doomcock's integrity.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't believe he's mentioning integrity with a straight face.
Because I'm so happy you're going to finally actually show receipts to prove it. Thank you.
The Fandom Menace receipts. Where's the Fandom Menace receipts?
Don't need them
for anything.
Once we get the view, it doesn't matter.
Where's it at? There's no but who was the focal point for right-wing hate after her large role in TLJ? Oh, it must be the hyperlink. Oh, okay. All right. Well, no.
That's actually a good question. Who's going to be?
It's gotta be there.
That's funny. That's funny. I'm glad he left that in.
Oh, okay. So still no.
Oh, there's a research method there.
Wow.
Yeah, let's just skip that. We don't want to read that.
I'm sure they're going to do a follow-up, everybody. Don't worry. I'm sure they're going to do a follow-up. It's okay. Let's move on. One critic illustrated all of this with a list of Rise of Skywalker moments that undermine TLJ's commitment to diversity. What?
Hey, and you know what? I don't see anything wrong with that as long as they do it right. If you're gonna do, I mean, diversity should be a goal.
I have a question for the Fandom Menace. Why are diversity and quality of writing diametrically opposed in their minds as a group? Generally speaking, as a group. That's another question. Why can't we have both? Why is there a false dichotomy there?
Yeah, I'm all for it if it's written well. I think that is the major talking point that it should be. The quality of the content and the writing. Not
Last Jedi, in my opinion, wasn't written that great.
But I
can see why people don't like it.
But that's not the popular talking point. The popular talking point is identity politics and mixing that in with the Star Wars
and denying that you're using identity politics.
When all you talk about is the identity politics, you're also about identity politics, just on the opposite end.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and that's the thing too. Just one more point on that, because when you say diversity, I don't think he means this, so I'm going to be fair to Jeremy here. But it almost sounds like they're like what do they call affirmative action hires or diversity hires, meaning that if another actress, a white actress, played Rose Tico, it would have been better. I would argue the character is just poorly written, and poor Kelly Marie Tran, because she did the part well, I thought, for what she was handed. You know, you can only say the lines. That's what Mark Hamill says.
Well, there's
right?
also like the proof of harassment. People view harassment differently. Calling her potato sack, even though they're talking about her character. I know Jeff from World Class definitely started that.
Yeah.
Ethan cutting up her figure before he loved her. But that was after, because I followed Ethan for a long time. He switched to loving her after the reports of hate came out. But before that, he was cutting up the figures. So, I mean...
Yeah, and that's normal behavior. Like, if I saw a YouTube video at that, I'm like, this person is of sound, rational mind that's destroying figures.
What if people were cutting up Cyber Frog comics?
Yeah.
People would lose their shit. And then
if he sent them all out, maybe.
And what would he call people? Oh, okay.
Got him. On the Firewater's on the board one time.
Yeah. All right.
Every Star Wars movie needs commitment to diversity, because Star Wars has never been diverse, ladies and gentlemen, until The Last Jedi. Despite all this, a left-wing trolling campaign against the Rise of Skywalker is unlikely. Fandom politics and the nature of the internet media will probably curb the anti-Rise of Skywalker backlash. A smaller fandom platform, the most visible Star Wars fan media, is made by white men. For example, until 2018, the Star Wars website included links to fan podcast, which I collected for past research. 38 of the 56 shows had a male host. Only one person of color as a host. Bigotry, I tell ya. Bigotry. Some of these fan-made outlets...
Wait, hold on. Pause that really quick.
Okay.
Let me just read this here. I think they're just pointing out the demographics.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll go into it as he dives further. I actually don't see a problem with that statement.
Okay.
TLJ backlash. For example, Rebel Force Radio, one of the oldest outlets, pivoted to cater to the right-wing audience. I know Rebel Force Radio, and that is a lie, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jeremy on that one. I don't believe that.
Yeah,
I don't believe that. Yeah.
No, I don't agree with that one either. That's not fair.
I'll give Jeremy a point on that one. That's fair.
Right. Rebel, what is it? What are they called? What are they called?
I thought they were apolitical. I mean, if you know more than me, you know.
They try. They try.
Okay. Yeah. So, I think they're reasonable. I've listened to a couple of things. I didn't see anything that stood out as what they're saying in the article.
Yeah.
You know.
It just continues to go in the nonsensical direction, bullying the detractors, the Raylo nonsense.
The Raylo is not nonsense. That across the board, Fandom Menace was trying to trigger Raylos to get in some more, to find some more SJWs to make money off of. They were trying to trigger people, and I don't think a lot of them took the bait. I don't know, some of them did.
Yeah.
They were real, like when I totally caught him on a rant saying Raylos are, he did a bunch of videos on that and it just wasn't working. That and when
there was no money to be, I don't think there's money to be made off Raylos.
Mm-hmm. They didn't fall for it.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't.
Someone's always going to fall for it, but the majority, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, of course, but not enough. Enough have to fall for it to keep the grift going. Yeah. So
even in Lunga's stream today, we had a Fandom Menace member that was a comment was about Raylos and how they're. She went full Campia in the chat. She said they're inbred Raylos, and we were like, "That's not fair."
I don't know about that. I mean, right. But you can't generalize the Fandom Menace. But oh man. Those Raylos, when we called her out on it, she said, "Oh, I'm just my own opinion. I don't. That's not the representation of the whole Fandom Menace." Question for anti-Raylos in the chat, because the common thing is that it supports abusive relationships. What about for people who Darth Vader's their favorite character? Didn't he favor genocide?
Yeah.
Right.
Talking about abusive.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying, putting it out there.
Right.
I think sometimes fandoms ruin things.
Oh,
All
Matt,
they can do is
Matt
kill and not
Wilkins is
create.
in here.
Hello, Matt.
Those are some cute kids, Matt.
Yeah, adorable kids.
You did a good job there. All right, let's try to finish this out.
Yeah, let's ride the dumpster fire up.
It's unbelievable. But this is where we're at. The Fandom Menace gets mentioned again. They don't provide.
He doesn't even finish the article, man.
Because they never provide evidence to support their claims. They only make these ridiculous,
wait, pause that really quick.
Outlandish claims.
Okay.
Some of the claims there are no evidence he's correct on. When he hits him on the money and she provided the facts of the demographics of the Star Wars host, that's actually evidence.
Yes.
So he's wrong in that regard. Yes.
Okay. Fair point.
Against a hugely diverse group of people, and they never, ever
I wouldn't
talk
go
about
that far.
the points that don't line up with their narrative. We're all white men, except that who's got a big following? I don't know. Anna, that Star Wars girl.
I seen another Star Wars girl. Did you see her?
Yeah, she follows me.
Wow. So what's gonna happen? Are they gonna have a duel of the fates?
I actually think that Anna's personally moved on a little bit and is more with her Comicsgate friends because she does art too.
Yeah, she's like a professional artist as well. But I'm saying there's that Star Wars girl and then Star Wars girl. It's like the Highlander. There could be only one.
I don't know.
They're gonna have a sword fight or some shit.
They're all welcome on my channel.
None of them want to talk to me. I don't blame them.
30,000 subscribers. One of the most respected members, if not the
no. Now you're shilling for Anna, Jeremy. I don't know. Just because she's got a sub count doesn't mean she's respected. Whatever. That's not the sub count thing.
Subs, yeah.
Respected member of the Fandom Menace, but she never gets mentioned in articles like
this.
He wants them to mention. He wants them to mention Anna.
Well, they do such a shit job. Why do you want them to mention your friends when they're just going to slander them? According to him.
Good point.
There's no pleasing these people.
I wonder why that is. I wonder why someone like Anna doesn't get mentioned. It's almost like they pretend she doesn't exist because she destroys their narrative. Someone like Mecha Random.
Oh, no! Oh! Jeremy!
Mecha, why review when you can just get the views? Random. Why review when you can just get the views, baby?
I try to be fair and balanced, but when you mention credibility in Mecha, or Mega Hater 42 is like I like to call her, you just lost your video. Jeremy, we were kind of with you and against.
He made some points. I'm not going to
yeah. But once you mentioned credibility in Mega Random or Mega Hater in the same minute, respected Anna. Okay, we'll give you a pass.
Anna has a lot of subs. She gets she gets to do YouTube full time.
Yeah.
All right. So I can't take that away from her. I don't watch her videos.
Okay.
I just find her annoying.
Hey, Matt.
Hi, Matt. Matt's losing his shit in the chat.
Yes. That was not planned. I did not get that far in the video before. I was watching this video and I'm like, I'm going to do a reaction, and I did not get that far. So let's
do the review when you could just get the view.
Let's finish it out. Be fair.
Subs. She always faces attacks, just like Anna, that Star Wars girl. But she's never mentioned.
They wouldn't be mentioned.
To make a point that it's all white.
I don't understand that.
Jesse Milestone, Mindless Entertainment.
Oh, she's not even worth mentioning. She's a Bellerophon.
Very strong in her beliefs. Mary Mayhem. Where's the mentions for Mary Mayhem? Huh?
They want
not big enough.
No one cares.
All of these amazing women.
You're not amazing.
Not to mention this.
I'm sorry. Just because you're a YouTuber doesn't mean you're amazing. You're amazing in your bubble.
Yeah. I don't know about that. They slander us. They slander us. Why won't they mention my friends that are winning?
I thought you were winning. This doesn't sound like you're winning.
This doesn't sound like winning. It doesn't sound like you're getting enough attention.
Oh my God!
Dare I say losing? No, can't be. We got to change the sports. We got to pick up the goalposts, move them to a different field. We're going to change the sport.
Why won't Brie Larson mention this pool boy? That would he would. Can you imagine if that words ever came out of her mouth? Oh my God, they would lose it.
Yeah, I would love for one of these Fandom Menace people, whoever it is, give them your best and brightest to sit down with one of these Washington Post journalists and see what happens. Let the tape recorder determine what happens.
All right.
I think, and that's what Irish was saying. She filed a complaint about this article. She wants to talk to somebody. I told her, I don't. No offense to her, I don't think that's a good idea. Because they interview people every day. People could shit on the Washington Post all day. It's one of the highest circulated papers in the country. The people they hire are some of the best and brightest in the business. Do they have political slant? Absolutely. I will agree with that. But that does not mean they're not good at their jobs. Most of them are.
This was total bait for this guy. This was total bait. And they're
you guys slander us. You're so unfair. Why not mention my friends? Yo.
Oh, all right.
Supporters of the Fandom Menace, like Bionic Belly Button, Luffy, Star Wars.
No, stop. What? That's a thing. Bionic.
I don't.
Well, you can't have a party without Bionic Belly Button. I don't know.
Well, is he going to mention Doomcock?
I hope he does.
All right, let's find out.
No, he'll say Overlord DAVD.
There's so many amazing women that never get mentioned. There's so many non-white dudes that never get mentioned. Why? Because it doesn't.
They're not big enough.
Their narrative, so they pretend these people don't exist.
They don't exist to the.
There's lots of white dudes that don't get mentioned.
Yeah.
Because their channels suck. And they have low sub counts and they're not worth the time.
I have low sub count.
No, not you. You're growing though. You're growing exponentially. You're growing a lot, man.
Not really.
No. You've got more.
People know who I am, and people know about the Firestarter for sure too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Who is Bionic Belly Button? I'm not going to comment, but I don't know who Bionic. I know of them, but I haven't watched any of her content, so I have no idea. I'm not going to comment on her.
Wait, hold on a second. I got Michael S. here. Let me read this. Well, okay. 1 second. Fireword effects. He didn't say that. Why won't you mention my friends? He just said why. Well, I mean, here's to be honest with you. Yes, you're right. I was just kind of speaking as if I were a Jeremy, but there's a contradiction. You're saying that you're getting slandered. Isn't it a good thing that his friends aren't mentioned? If they're just going to slander him anyways. But I guess maybe he's upset because they can't make money off of it. So you're right. You kind of got me on a technicality there, but I was speaking as quote unquote Jeremy. And like, why won't you mention my friends? All you do, you just slander anyways. They can't make money off it now. Oh, that's a bummer.
Why would you mention YouTubers? I mean, there's a reason to mention PewDiePie because that'll woo. But why would you mention people 200K, 300K is nothing.
Why are you going to with somebody with 5K or 3K or whatever? No offense, Max, but I'm just saying that like they're not important. That's the reality.
They're not.
Or they're not newsworthy. I'm sorry. It's not. I'm not trying to be mean, but that's what it is. What it is. Anyways, let's ride this out.
You need to give us credibility every single day when you write nonsensical articles like this, where you try to paint an obvious group of people that are not made up of just white dudes.
Just
and
mostly.
People just look at the facts and they just see you for your lies. Again, it's the PewDiePie effect. Continue to talk about us, please. Because it does.
We're helping him win with this video.
Thank you guys for checking out this video. Again, if you're new here, please like the video.
All right. Well, if he's just going to go into self-promotion, we don't need to watch that.
He's going to talk about t-shirts.
Yeah. Buy my shirts, yo.
Right,
that Audi payment's not going to make itself. It's at the end of the day, they do the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It just is what it is. And like, and Matt brought up a good point in the chat. Like, they don't mention anyone specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, I don't know. Is it the best written article that the Washington Post has put out? Absolutely not.
Well, they try other stuff on their web too. Like they'll, of course they want clicks, just like
sure.
Like
and like I said, there's criticisms of the article that are completely reasonable. But I'm just wondering, like I said, if Irish wants to talk to her, I think that's a grave error in judgment, and I'm not trying to belittle her or insult her by that. What I'm simply saying is that you're walking into a lion's den. I wouldn't want to sit down with one of them because and try to whatever. But at the end of the day, it's I don't see when, like I said, it's funny how he changes the narrative when you hit him on the money.
Mhm.
It's about how we donate money to charity. Well, so do mobsters.
I mean
so do contract killers.
think,
So do dirty politicians. So do dirty business
right.
people.
So I think that is something you can't actually make a blanket statement when they're cornered. They always bring up charity like it's
weaponized charity,
and that's virtue signaling.
Yeah, I tithe. I paid a reasonable percent, a braggable percentage of what I kind of milk from my subs. So therefore, you can't criticize
now
me.
That's not saying that that's not a valid thing. That they're great that you do charity. What did that have to do with the article?
Yeah.
Why aren't they mentioning our charity?
Because it's not relevant.
Even if you do the most charity ever, that doesn't mean you haven't monetized anti-Last Jedi hate. And maybe I did that too.
Oh no shit! Did Batwoman get renewed? I thought it was.
I thought it was fake too.
I thought it was canceled too because I heard again. I kind of heard because I don't watch it, so I don't know what if it's good or not. I know Ruby Rose is an accomplished actress.
Charity is a tax break for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Charity is a tax break. When I used to go to galas and shit, when I had more money, when our housing costs didn't triple. Yeah, I used to donate to charity and even when you kind of bid on auctions and things like that, you can write off some of the things on charity.
Chrissy Diaz loves the fire starter. Oh, she called you fire water here.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But thank you, Chrissy. I appreciate that.
People love your commentary.
Like I said, I bypassed the talking points, and I don't think the average Fandom Menace person can counter them.
Well, maybe
and that's I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just trying to be real.
Maybe we'll have to work out when you have more time an open forum to Firestarter.
Please,
with your 50 questions. Then you have
50. I'm developing it. I'm gonna have to actually see. You know what it is, Max? When I do a lot of work, I also do a lot of work from home. Mm-hmm. I worked a full day today. Mm-hmm. I think I started at 9. It ended at 6:30. So like my time, and then the rest of the time I'm trying to watch some TV with the wife and try to get some shows going. But it's and thank you, Brian Hill, for the comment.
Now here's Tommy. I think he's saying we're both talking out of our asses at this point.
How so?
Well, I don't know, but
tell me where I'm wrong.
Or
unless I'm repeating myself.
What does Doomcock talk out of?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was funny.
No.
What does he talk out of?
One of these days, I just don't know, man. I would love to vet any of their sources, and I will guarantee anonymity. I'll fly out to meet them in person. I don't care.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
We might get your 50 questions or open forum with Firestarter, but I would
love. Please come on and shoot me down. Poke holes in my argument. There's no ego with this. If I'm wrong, I will say I'm wrong. I told Jeremy had some good points on that article and mentioned some stuff that were irrelevant. He mentioned some bullshit too, a lot of bullshit.
Well, from watching the whole video and the article, do you think it was intended to bait people? Or
it sounds like it was maybe not necessarily bait YouTube videos, but bait views.
Yes,
or clicks. And then they make a YouTube video channel or YouTube video because obviously the person's done research on YouTube, so they know what they react to. I mean, you can call this person biased or dumb to a degree. Yeah, I see that, but they're also trying to get fed too, and it works because now people are going to look up that Washington Post article, and that's going to generate clicks, and you're going to see the Home Depot advertisement. You're going to see all that. And at the end of the day, it's it is what it is. But Tommy, I think what the point we're trying to make is when you're insecure about how one earns money, you're going to deflect from it. Because at the end of the day, it requires people to stay angry. Watch Alex Becker's video on anger porn, and he explains it better than I can. But at the end of the day, it's people have to stay kind of rage baited. And if they're not, they're going to just go somewhere else and get that. Because they want that dopamine rush. They want when you're part of the Fandom Menace, you're almost like part of like this e-gang, if you will, or e-group, where they talk shit about you can't talk shit. Yeah, I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna talk shit about whoever I want. Like when Jesse made that virtue signaling video. Well, if you're gonna come for Anna, you're gonna come for me. Hold on, let me make a 30-minute video while I cry while I got thrown out of a bar. Yeah, you're really fucking tough. Holy shit, you'd be useless in a fight. But it's what are you gonna do? You can't stop people from saying things. What are you gonna do?
Here's Brian Hill with
Hi.
Brian Hill gives you lots of props. He gives you points on the scoreboard. But
okay, I appreciate it. I'll get points.
He also mentions that literally Doomcock's catchphrase is "Stay angry, my friends."
Stay angry. Why would you want to? Anger stems from lack of control. Why would you want to be out of control all the time? That is dumb. Anger is used. You use anger to situationally gain. Like if I'm in the middle of a fight and I get flared up and I'm trying to knock somebody out, I don't know if I can or not. I've never done it before. I used to train in martial arts. We never knocked anyone out. But I'm going to do my best if I have to fight to fight as hard as I can.
If you get inspired by these fictional characters in Star Wars, what would Luke give into that? Well, he wouldn't The Last Jedi, but
yeah, I know, right? But what? Yeah, it comes down to is it's stay angry. Why? Why would you wish that on somebody?
I mean, I was angry, and I'm called a madman, and I don't want to stay that way. That's why I'm not doing Midnight Madness as much anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things to get flared up about, but to stay angry, you're just going to stay stuck.
Yeah.
Unless you build a brand on being angry, that's just stupid, man. I mean,
Matt Jarbo's throwing some heat.
Fandom Menace drinks the cyanide. I don't know, man. I hope not.
Oh, Justin Proper is here. Who's this guy? Who this? This is the fire starter. He brings the heat.
Hello.
We can have you on, Justin Proper, if you want to talk to him one time.
How you doing, sir?
He's more fair and balanced menacer.
Yeah, I know. He used to be Proper Jeremy. Yeah, I know who he is. I have an idea who he is. I can't say I know who he is. I've seen some of his content.
He did defend Raylos against Jeremy.
Like I said, I don't understand why they're getting dunked on, man. Because do they have to bully somebody to keep relevance? I don't understand.
Try to trigger people so they can have content and streams about it.
Right. So I guess Star Wars is kind of dying out. The content is drying up. Can't milk The Last Jedi anymore. Saga's done. People liked it or they don't. You could say that. You could keep saying that Solo lost money. That's a popular one. My counter to that is stealing Solo stole money. One of your own grifted the community.
Okay. Great Council Daddy saying go to bed. I actually want to go to bed too soon. So I appreciate you coming on. I think we handled this pretty good.
I thought we handled it reasonably well.
I don't just do reactions just to do them. I think if there's a conversation that could be had, and it's a way that I could collab with Jeremy. So thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks, Jeremy.
I'm helping you win right now. You're winning because of me and Firestarter.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're really winning, man.
Okay, so let's say goodnight.
Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you for all the nice comments in the chat, and thank you for any criticism you might have. I don't run away from it. Give it to me.
Give it to him. All right, bye, guys. Give it to me too. I know you can. Bye.